Hello, 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 my collectors, my loves, my angels. How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy birthday to those of you celebrating a birthday today. Congratulations for those of you celebrating something special in your lives. And good well wishes for those of you feeling a little under the weather, feeling a little down, feeling a little blue. So, I am feeling energy today. I'm being called to pull makeshift as well as angel um tiles to give you messages from above, from the higher self. So I don't know what they want to say to you. I'm just being shown these cards. So we'll tap into that, see what's going on. Before we do get into that, let me go ahead and call on Michael the Archangel. I ask that you protect me, my friends, my family collective as we go on our healing journey from any negativity, any ill will, anyone that wants to delay us, procrastinate us, or keep them going on a path. I do ask that my spirit guides, my angels, my ancestors that watch over me continue to channel through me, continue to allow me to see the unseen, hear the unheard, and give voice to those on the collective mind that didn't feel like they were strong enough to speak on their emotions. I do ask that Archangel Hamil, Archangel Gabriel, that you allow my voice to carry to reach those that need to find this message at a time and space that they need to find it. Okay. Anyone needs to hear this message that you got into my channel to receive the message. All right, so let's go ahead and just get this sage because I'm being pulled towards higher messages. So I definitely want to make sure that I have my space cleansed for that. It's always cleansed, but ask my angels to channel through me. Channel through me. Okay. All right. Okay. Circles. So definitely some messages out here. All right, spirit guys. What is it? You led me to this deck. Thank you. What are you throwing out at me? Bunch of names. What are these names? A lot of names. What's going on? All right. We'll make sense of this. Okay, so I got a bunch of names that came out. Let me just call them out. I have a Robinson, Walker, Young. Okay, this could be first, middle, family names. Okay, last names, street names. All right. Nelson, Baker, Hall, Castillo, Sanders, Patel. And then I have school in reverse. So someone is not learning a lesson, or someone is in the process of about either there were lessons to be learned. You came to somebody's life, maybe one of these, all right, to teach someone a lesson. They weren't learning, your paths crossed, they weren't learning the lesson, and I feel like now they're about to go through a series of events in order to learn some lessons. Yeah, you came to teach them how to evolve, right? How to grow, to bring some things to their awareness. And this is somebody who didn't. They just kept playing games, avoiding, running from their healing. And then with atheists coming out here, this is a person who disbelieves in the existence or of God or gods, right? So this was somebody that could also just not believe in spirituality, or somebody who can do black magic. Somebody told you my circles were really going there. Someone who could mess with candle work, black magic, or they go get readings. They pay to get work done. When I say pay to get work done, it's like they want to influence or manipulate the energy to go in their favor. So like if they may try to see what the relationships, and instead of going each day and letting life play itself out, right? Work on themselves instead of getting readings just on themselves, but they want to do readings on how this relationship is going to work, or either the finances, or they want to bind people, like do love spells, bind people to them, energy swap with people, take things from people, put curses, put breakup spells, different things, like just they want to manipulate things for their favor. So this could be somebody you dealt with, or somebody that you dealt with that has this person in their energy, right? And that think that whatever spell that they did has totally backfired on them, and now they're on the receiving end. And with condo coming out here, that speaks about community, that speaks about boundaries, sharing energy, structure, being responsible. And I feel like someone could have tried to you came to this person like to teach them how to be responsible, right? To have some structure, to place boundaries in their life. And you came to share this energy. It's could have been a twin flame with the shared energy. And and you tried to bring this person because you were maybe at one point trying to help them to get into their spirituality, right? But this is somebody like, again, they did something totally different. They went against spirituality. And this is somebody that didn't learn the lessons, didn't see what you're trying to teach them. They didn't, things weren't, they were confused, things, they weren't aware of what was really going on. And so now this person didn't place boundaries, and now this person is dealing with some after effects, okay? Life is not lifing for them right now, and they're going to go through a series of different things in order to learn a lesson, what they need to change, what they need to evolve. I'm being pulled towards my shadow work, and I feel like this is somebody that, let's see, what was the lesson here? Because they didn't learn it. They didn't see something about themselves. They didn't see the clarity. They didn't see clarity, right? And this is somebody that wasn't aware. And I said that with teacher, that talks about awareness, right? This is somebody that you came to show them clarity. You came to make them aware. You came to help them, dispel the darkness in their life, the negativity, the non-spiritual things, get out of their shadow side. And this is somebody that couldn't find that balance. They juggle a lot of things, right? You were destined to come into this person, but they just couldn't balance their light and the dark. There's somebody who preferred to stay in that toxic environment. I just got a reading about this earlier. This is somebody who choose to stay in that darker self. They want to do those things. They want to take the shortcut out of life, get the easy money, have the fame, the power, the material things, the ego, all those things, right? This is somebody that has self-limiting beliefs, and they're just not breaking whatever chains that they have around them. Definitely, this person needs to learn self-care. They need to learn to be assertive, to put themselves first, and they're not doing that. But if they are doing that, they're doing it in a way where it's not a positive way. It's in that darker self. They're putting themselves to the point where they want to be opportunists. They're putting themselves first where it's their needs and they don't care about anybody else. It's that way. It's in the darker self, right? This person was supposed to, see the truth about themselves, see who they really are, do some self-examination. They never did that. So they're still stuck in, this is in reverse. Yeah, they never, thank you, spirit guides. They were supposed to unmask the truth, see some things about how they were living their life, the decisions that they were making, the type of people they wanted to hang around, the type of jobs, the shortcuts they were taking. And this is somebody that never saw their patterns. They never saw how they weren't breaking the chains, and they're still living in this darkness, right? This negativity. This is somebody that may now be experiencing some shame and guilt because of everything they're going through now, not because they've learned the lesson, right? But because of everything that they're going through in their life. What is this? Yeah, they tried to escape. This is somebody that wants to escape karma. This is somebody who wants to escape reality. All right. This is somebody who wanted to escape that they needed to heal, transform, and grow. They just wanted to take the shortcut, take the easy way out, just move on from things. And if something wasn't working, instead of them realizing I need to fix it, they just jump into that situation. All right. This is somebody that needs to grow and evolve. This is what they need to do. And I feel like you've moved on from this situation. Did you dealt with somebody? This is either a family, friend, or a lover, or somebody you thought this is giving something else. This could have been like twin flame, but either way, you came in to mirror some things to this person to help them, and they refused to help. Now they want to know, they're sitting there confused. This was a twin flame. This was your soulmate. All right. Now they're sitting there confused, anxious. All right. They want to get away from everything they have going on. This is somebody that their mind, their thoughts, these thoughts that they have could either land them in a world of hell or a world of heaven. And this is somebody that never balanced. They stayed in negativity. So I felt like you were there trying to show them the higher version. You saw the higher self. You tried to help them see the higher self so they can evolve and grow, and they didn't. Yeah, bottom of the deck. So mirror. You mirrored to them what they needed to heal, what they needed to evolve, and what they needed to do in order to grow. And they didn't. They just didn't do that. All right, spirit guys, let's see what's going on with this person now. What's going on with this person now that they didn't learn these lessons? Somebody could also live in their school. Somebody could be a teacher. Somebody could be dating a teacher, involved with a teacher out of school. Somebody could have been a teacher, lost their job, no longer teaching, or could be retired from a school. All right. And I feel like even that coming in reverse, they could have hooked up with a karmic that's teaching us some lessons, but they're having now to learn these lessons the hard way, all right? And this is somebody who's very negative, very not spiritual at all. Somebody who, doesn't care. They somebody that had ill intentions for them. Yeah, this person tried to keep you a secret in their life, that whatever you guys had going on, whether it was a situationship, a friendship, a lover, whether you have kids or whatever, they wanted to keep you a secret. They wanted to keep it, and now they're in the feelings. They're in the feelings about why they even tried to keep you a secret, like why they wanted to hide you. And maybe they tried to hide you from somebody with this negative energy, somebody who does spell work, right? Maybe that's why they were doing this. And maybe even the female that was attached to them was keeping a secret that they knew you, or that they were doing spell work on you. And maybe now they're in their feelings because it backfired and didn't work, right? Yeah, and that they want to keep you from having a new beginning with this person. And now they're in their feelings because whatever black magic they did, spell work they didn't touch you, but backfired on them. And maybe they want to keep a secret that they wanted this person for themselves, or just didn't want to see them have being involved, because maybe they wanted a new beginning with this person, right? They wanted to cause an ending to your love story. They didn't. I can't make it up. Someone's keeping a secret. This person was either, I'm going to read this two ways. You dealt with a masculine who had a female in his life that's a karmic that's teaching him, that he goes to, he got readings from, does spell work for him, or does things to take the shortcut, because this is somebody that doesn't do spirituality. They do cult like magic, right? Black magic. And they paid somebody to do some work, either to put some type of binding spell or whatever. This person, whatever they tried to do, backfired, right? And they, instead of them, this person they went to actually did some spell work on them, because they didn't want to see them have a new beginning with you, a love story with you, okay? They could have paid a reader as well, but they wanted to cause an ending in the life of you and that person. They didn't want to see this person evolve and have a connection, right? They want to keep this person in low vibrational negative energy. That's one way I'm going to read this for some of you. There are some of you that your person wasn't sure if they want to settle down, they want to stay in this, they want to continue to go out there, grass greener, hang out, stay in this low vibration energy, but they knew that you were somebody that they wanted to hold on to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, when I say that, they knew that you were somebody they wanted to hold on to. So they didn't want you to go off and meet somebody else and have in the beginning. So they could have actually did some spell work or paid somebody to some spell work to keep you from having a new beginning with somebody else, right? They want to keep you in your feelings so that you wouldn't go off and get into a connection or relationship and start off with somebody else. Again, it backfired. Either way you're going to go, it backfired on that person that was in this negative energy, because this was your twin flame. They cannot manipulate you. You're too protected, right? But you already knew it, whatever they were going towards, whether they were going towards in the beginning, whether that you knew if they didn't do the work to evolve, that you guys weren't going to make it. You knew if they went towards, if there was third party, you guys weren't going to make it. Like, you just started knowing that this relationship was going to come to an end, because you saw the shift in energy. You saw they weren't doing the work. You saw they weren't learning the lessons, right? Again, somebody could involve somebody named Robinson, Walker, Young, Nelson, Baker, Hall, Castillo, Sanders, or Patel. It could be a family name. It could be names. It could be street names. It could be whatever. Those are just the names that came up. This could be a name of one of these schools that somebody could have worked at that no longer work at, or something like that, okay? Or this could be a name of the person who did their magic work or calendar work for them. Either way, with I already knew the T, you knew that it wasn't going to end well for this person, and that if they didn't evolve and grow, that they were going to have to go through a lot of hardships. 1404, when I say that. And somebody knew, what I already know the T as well, somebody knew, connected to this person, that this person had feelings for you, and they wanted to destroy the connection, okay? Anything else? Oh, jumping high out there. Yeah, they wanted to destroy the connection. And that's exactly what happened. It's now destroyed. It's broken, right? This person now feels broken. This person now, and like I said, it's backfired. Spirit is setting straight, the record straight here today too, as well, is that this person who tried to manipulate your energy with it being backfired, they now feel broken, all right? it's not working how they thought. They thought that they were going to be on the receiving end of something good, that they were going to make out like you were going to be the one in your feelings. And what's happening is that triggered back onto them. They're the ones in their feeling, they're the one feeling broken, and you're still moving ahead, right? This is somebody that was still sleeping around, hooking up with other people, saying that they were working when they weren't. They were out here doing things of pleasure. This is somebody that was going out of town, seeing people while you think they're at work. They're out of town hooking up with other people. But now they want to keep an eye on you, right? And this is what I'm saying. They were going out of town, paying somebody to look into you, like look into your spirituality, see what you have going on, because they want to manipulate the magic. They want to do black magic. They were paying somebody to look into your future, what you had coming on, what was going, so that they can manipulate the energy for their self gain, for their selfish reasons, because they were in a cult like energy. Yeah, you had to distance yourself, but you see the distance is big. Look at this. Okay, you see this little person and this large like God's like, stop right there, stop. Stop. You can't come forward. You have no access to the collective. Whatever cult magic you're trying to do, you see this big, large thing with this eye looking down. This person, this big thing in the sky, in the world. This is God. God's protecting you, putting his hand back, right? Touch not my anointed. My eye, see, it's one eye. That eye, the seeing eye that sees everything that's going on. You hid nothing from God, universe, divine, whatever. You hid nothing. The spirit guides saw. You were blocked. Your ancestors, divine, you were blocked. This person couldn't go forward. Everything's foggy because they can't see into your future. They can't see your destiny. They can't see your work. They can't see where you're headed. They're blocked from seeing that. And they block whatever energy, whatever smoke, whatever magic trying to throw away, that got blocked and it's coming right back on them, right? This is the thing. You end up walking away from this person. You saw clearly. Somebody could see. Somebody was trying to peep into your energy, see through the veil. All right, try to see. They couldn't see through you. Somebody could have also been trying to have you confused, or they just wanted to separate you, divorce. So they wanted, again, somebody, a third party, wanted to separate you from this. They wanted to block you from going to connection with this person, and that's exactly what they did. They didn't want this person having the beginning with you, right? This person couldn't see. So whoever was doing this, like, they couldn't see through you, and they couldn't see the person they were involved with was trying to block them in some type of way. So they wanted separation and distance, and that's exactly what you guys got, separated and distance. But there's somebody that was doing spiritual work, not spiritual work, but cult-like stuff. Yeah, and this could be a part of their family. They could have family ties, or somebody have kids with, or people their inner circle. This is what they do. Their blood ties. This is what they do. They do cult-like things, right? And now this person's feeling burnt out, empty, don't know where to go. May have been put out their house, need to go stay somewhere else. Spiritually, they've been evicted. All right, and now they kind of feel like spiritually they have no spiritual home. This is somebody that see divine timing. Divine timing has popped up. This person has delayed too much time, wasted too much time trying to manipulate the energy instead of doing the inner work. And now where are they? Sitting there with their heads sometimes. This comes somebody that could have been trying to remote towards you. This comes somebody that tries to, when you're sleeping, they try to send you telepathic messages in your sleep as well. All right. This was definitely your divine masculine, a twin flame, but it's in reverse, so he's no longer a twin flame. That soul contract is over. It's separated. It's done. That's been ended. They blocked from being in a union with you. Yeah, and now this is some crazy person. They were attached to some crazy third-party person that caused them to burn a bridge with you. All right, and now this person got a lot of chaos going on in their life. This is so interesting. I just did a reading for you guys this morning, and chaos was the leading energy for that as well. Somebody didn't realize now that they tried to manipulate your energy with this cult-like black magic stuff. They brought nothing but chaos in their life because they burned a bridge with you, turned it back on you, turned it back on their own healing, turned it back on themselves, right? They took a gamble and they lost when it came to you. And now they're in this toxic environment with nothing but disagreements, arguing. They're incompatible. They're stressed out, all right? And they're like worried because they don't know what's going to happen. Because again, your spirit guides, you have blocked them. They're blocked from your energy. They're blocked from everything. Yeah, you were the divine venom. You were the twin flame. I told you that. This was your twin flame. They tried to attack or come for a divine angel, earth. or a divine feminine, right? An earth angel, a seer, somebody who's protected, somebody who's nurturing, somebody who's mothering, somebody who's intuitive, somebody who's pure, somebody who's innocent, somebody who's spiritual. And now they're suffering in silence because they know what they did and it backfired on them. It backfired on them, what they were doing. Let me go ahead and get these tile messages because I told you I'm pulled to do these for you today. This is crazy. Somebody want to manipulate. Yeah, somebody's in cult-like activity. They're doing and it's backfiring on them. The black magic is firing. That's that point blank period. Now they're in chaos. Them and whoever else they had doing it with them is in chaos. Why did I pull so many? Oh my gosh. I guess that's what it is. So let's see what comes out. Okay, I have a blank, so definitely no going over. I have right out here answer. So I don't know. I don't. I'm just kind of feeling answer. Like somebody wants you to answer the phone. Like they want to call you because I have phone too. They want to call you. And they want you to answer the phone. Somebody wants to speak to you. How I'm reading that, somebody wants to speak to you. They want you to answer the phone. They're trying to reach out to you. They're blocked. You have them blocked. You have them blocked. Your spirit guides have you blocked. Look, fate. This is fate. This was fated to happen. This ending was fated to happen because of what they were doing. They were out here trying to manipulate energy. They were doing things the wrong way. They're in this cult-like thing, trying to be sneaky, thinking that they're gonna get away with it. It's not. It's backfiring on them, right? And then somebody, look, rest in peace, R.I.P. I can't even make this up. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Somebody might be passing away to the other side. This relationship has been put to an end. We are now in this full moon, Scorpio. That's endings in death and transformation. All right. Somebody could have lost a loved one. Somebody's health might be, this ending. I'm getting this ending was fated. But again, somebody might be passing over as well too. Okay. What else is out here? Okay, so I have zip. Why do I even have zip line? That's weird. Okay, so zip line. Somebody might like the zip line, okay, but definitely they were hanging on by thread is what I'm getting. Whatever they had going on was barely hanging on by a thread, okay? They want you to answer the phone. This ending was fated to happen because of what they were doing. They weren't doing a healing. They ran from the headache. Somebody was just hanging on by a thread in this situation, all right? I also have on here... What do you mean by that? I don't know. I have fans. So I don't know if some things are about to come out, if something's about to hit the fan about this person. And maybe what's about to hit the fan is what this person had been doing behind the scenes. And maybe was fate, and this could be what's fated to happen. All right. And maybe it's going to cause a lot of closures and a lot of endings. People are not going to want to deal with, this person. And then I'm just seeing right here, lie. Somebody is going to see this, how much this person has lied, and they're going to see how someone told a lie on either them or you, or just they're going to see this person as being a liar, point blank, period. Okay. What else is there? Yeah, I have wasted. Somebody wasted your time. Not only did they waste your time, they wasted their time, and they may feel like it was a waste of time trying to come against you. They delayed time. They wasted time, and they could have been with you, but now too much time has been wasted, and we had this fated ending, right? So now they can't come back to you. They wasted too much time. They feel like they should have, and why you're not answering the phone, maybe they feel like they should have reached out to you sooner, they should have reached out to you earlier, and instead of, they were in their pride and they didn't, or whatever situation is, they didn't, right? I do have piano coming out here. So with that, I feel like somebody now has to face the music. Somebody is going to be made to face the music. Somebody could be a piano player. Somebody could be a singer. Somebody could just like the music. Somebody might be trying to sing you telepathically some music to make you think about them. But I just feel like now they have to face the music for what they've done. Hmm. Anything else you want from here, Spirit Guides? I don't have a name Trina, so I don't know if Trina means something to anyone. Trina. I also have train. If I take that, so you're moving forward. Like somebody's moving forward on a midnight train. It's racing on a midnight train in Georgia. Woo-hoo. Somebody could live in Georgia. Somebody could have traveled to Georgia on that midnight. They used to go there at night, spend the night with somebody in Georgia. Somebody could have went back to somebody in the past, or someone could have moved somewhere that could be from Georgia, moved from Georgia, or thinking about moving to Georgia, right? And maybe somebody's thinking about moving back, going back to find a place and time. Maybe somebody met somebody that live in Georgia. They start dating somebody in Georgia, move somebody in with them from Georgia, and that's not working out. They're realizing that relationship, that situationship was a lie. Somebody lied to them. That person turned out to be a false person. They feel like they wasted too much time with that relationship. Zip line. Maybe somebody used a zip line. Maybe that situation's only hanging on by a thread. And now they want to come back to you because that situation is drama. There's a lot of arguing. They're feeling they're incompatible with that person, right? What else do I have out here? What? Hold on, Spirit Guys. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. I can't even get the letters. You're giving it to me. I don't know. Tiffany is what I have, or maybe say at a tiff. There's a tiff between this connection, disagreement, incompatible. I got Tiffany. Um, Sled. Yeah, somebody wants to move on from the situation. Somebody wants to move on. S led. Who S? But S is backwards. S led. I have S back upside down in the reverse. Led. So why? But it's significant because letters have been upside down and I've turned them right. But this is the significance. Okay, so whatever this was, led. So they want me to take this in reverse. So they may have felt led to somebody else, but now they want to go back to, okay, so I mean, it's emphasis on me taking this in reverse. Somebody could have been led to believe that this was a soulmate, the person for them, their significant other, their twin, their soulmate, and they were led to believe that, and they got into a situation with this person, and now they want to backtrack, okay, because they've realized they made a wrong decision. They're incompatible with this person because there's emphasis on this person lied to them. What else, Spirit Guides? Whoever this person was, they thought that this was going to lead to some type of wedding. They wanted commitment. They wanted a high level commitment with this person, and they're not getting it. They're not getting it. Yeah, somebody's they're having to face the music right now. They're having to face the music for sure. I also have Trey, so I don't know if there's somebody named Trey. What is this? Treat. No, Spirit Guide says no. What is it? Threat. This person may be threatening them, maybe threatening to leave them. They may feel like you, divine feminine, or they see you as a threat. This person, they feel like this person doesn't want to marry them or doesn't want to be with them, and they feel like this person's incompatible, but somehow they're making you to be the threat. Like you're threatening their connection because of how this person feels towards you, and this is the music they're having to face. Or somebody may feel, yeah. Pen. Somebody was pen. Just pen like writing. Somebody might want to send you a message, but I'm not getting that because it's pen, but I'm not getting pen like right. This could be somebody's initials, but I'm getting pen like penitentiary. Maybe somebody's looking at going to jail. Somebody was in jail. Somebody looking at going to jail. Maybe somebody's got pent up emotions. You guys are going to have to put where, okay, I have sound. What's with the sound, Spirit guys? What's with the sound? What's the sound? It's something with sound, you know. So maybe somebody needs to listen, or somebody wishing they would have listened to something that was said, listen to somebody that was giving them advice, listen to when a threat that somebody told them, listen to a warning someone told them. Maybe somebody gave them sound advice and they wish they would have listened to that. Maybe. All right. Somebody's crying because I do have weep. But somebody's in their emotions. Somebody's definitely crying. There's tears being shed, whether they're hiding it or not. But somebody definitely has get teary eyed when they talk about you or when they say something. Anything else? I do have dawn. So it's dawn of a new day. Somebody could be named Dawn. Somebody might get up early in the morning. Somebody might just get up one morning and just come towards you. I also have pests. So somebody feels like someone is like annoying to them, pesting them, bothering them, pestering them. Yeah. So I feel like somebody is just constantly bothering them. Or maybe the situation is bothering them. And getting pedal as well. Somebody definitely wants to move on from a situation. They want to move on. They want to move forward. They want to know if they can take this forward. Maybe it's pestering them and maybe they feel stuck and they feel like they're being pestered by the fact that they can't move forward with you. I have pipe, but somebody could work on pipes, could be a plumber, but also somebody could be smoking through a pipe as well. Take that however you need to, right? However it fits. Like I said, however it fit, and I got fits right here. Also have fists. So somebody might be angry, they might be fighting. There may be some physical abuse, or somebody's just gets mad to the point that they're taking their fist and hitting it against the wall or banging their fist or something like that, because I got fists out here as well. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to, I have fire. Somebody could be a fire sign. Aries, yeah, matter of fact, I have Aries. Somebody could be an Aries. Any of these names I called out could be an Aries, could be a fire sign. I just have April. So April means something to somebody as well, because something about the month of April. So if somebody is an Aries, that would make sense, because somebody's birthday could be end of March, beginning of April, right? So that would fit for Aries, definitely for a fire sign there as well. I have pawn. Oh, it's interesting. All right, somebody pawn. So somebody felt like they traded in something of value, and but what they received was less than what they traded in. You know, like a pawn shop. You trade in something, but they don't give you the equal value of what it is. They give you something, and it's usually somebody that gives you the temporary, but it's always less than what you gave up. So what pawn coming out here, somebody could be realizing, or the music they're facing is that what they traded in, they got something of less value. Okay, they gave up something valuable for something less than that, if that makes sense to what I'm saying to you. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. These are my messages for you for today. Let me give you an angel oracle if you're seeing these numbers, but okay, hold on. Right to that, spirit guys pulling me towards these cards. Let me give you something on this person. Somebody definitely exhausted though. They're exhausted. But this is somebody working in cult-like energy. Yeah. They feel like they don't have any support around them, right? They feel like they've surrounded themselves with people who's not supporting them, who's not uplifting them. They feel like nobody even supported their relationship with you, all right? And maybe someone actually encouraged this relationship that is too much. This could be a Taurus, the bull, with this overbearing behavior. Somebody could encourage them to go into a relationship with somebody who has an overbearing behavior, who's very stubborn, very bullheaded, right? It could be Taurus, but they had April out here, so it could be Aries in a Taurus or Aries Taurus cusper, all right? But whatever situation they went through is constant drama. And what this money sign being up here, there's constant drama and bickering, probably about finances, and a lot of arguing about finances and money, or even about their stability. There's no peace in this person's life, right? It's more drama than there is love. And like I said, the pawn shop, somebody traded in that was something valuable for less money. What they trade in, their valuable thing traded in for, was somebody that's bringing a lot of drama to their life, right? Somebody where the drama does not measure to the amount of love that they have, all right? They traded in love for drama for somebody who doesn't even validate their feelings. Doesn't even validate their feelings. All right, so I guess that's what Spirit wanted me to leave it, right? Yep, bottom of the deck. This person ignored all the red flags. So something about this person, they knew, that this wasn't the best idea, but they went toward it. Like I said, it was led. Somebody led them towards a situation, and they felt like they were misled. Remember, I had S, misled, and I said emphasis. Somebody led them to somebody thinking that was a better choice, only to find out that they were misled and that was not the better choice for them. Okay, so now I am going to leave you. I'm not even going to give you the angel oracle because I'm being told to stop. So I'm going to leave you here, guys. I hope this resonated with you. If you do, like, share, subscribe, and until I see you again, collective, together we stand, together we fall.